We got a Supreme Clientele with the 25-year anniversary.
Wow. I'm
What
old, man.
what is some of the core memories you got with
album.
Supreme Clientele?
Yo, that's a fucking 25 years, bro. Yo, I'm getting old, man.
25, bro.
Shit, man. 25, yeah. 2000 it dropped. It's probably my favorite Ghost album for sure. I got a lot of memories with that project, man. Tommy Mottola, bro.
That shit is so fire, bro.
That video was funny to me because I remember, shout out to my brother Jamil. He locked up. He coming home soon, but Jamil was funny because he was a big wrestling fan at that time. Me and him both. Ghost came out with that WCW world title on his shoulder. And it was so fly, bro. He had this fucking like chinchilla on. Had the wallabies on. And I really like the record. I remember Jamil, he's like, fuck out of here. He's from the South, so he always loved like the Juveniles and the down South cats. So we always used to clash on music, but he's like, nah, I didn't really like this joint. But he always remember that belt. He's like, oh, that shit is fly, man. Look at them kicks. So from a fashion perspective, I always get a lot of adult memories from Ghost. He always had this like unique style about him, right? With the clothing, the Clarks, the Wallabies, the big fucking chains, the slick Rick S chains, and then his Ghost's flow and his delivery, it's second to none, man. It's second to none. I do remember copping the album. I do remember getting it. I don't remember if I bought it like the same day because I used to be one of those kids that used to go buy albums the day that they drop. But I remember there was a record. I can't remember the name of the record, but the sample didn't get clear, so it was a different beat. And I remember vividly hearing it. I was like, this ain't the same fucking beat because I heard it on a mixtape. And I was pissed. I was like, man, I like that original beat. But that was always the thing with Ghost albums is that there was so many different samples that sometimes shit would leak on a mixtape scene, which is the raw version, and then the album cut was completely different. So Buck 50, one of my favorite Ghost joints, dog. That Buck 50, that fucking beat is insane.
Insane.
RZA's fucking production around that time, and I think one of the things that I'm thinking back on in 25 years, Wu-Tang Forever dropped in 97, I believe. Double disc. I know there was a period of time where like people were not really hot on the Wu. Like there was kind of this like down period where like, yo, what was gonna happen with the Wu, right? Like what the fuck? And then Ghost came out with that, just a home run, bro, right off top, Supreme Clientele. Boom. And a lot of people I remember too, they was kind of making fun of the whole, they was kind of hating on Ghost for like the style on it. Like he was just rhyming words together. Sometimes like it would make sense, but like it was like extravagant. Like he was rhyming these crazy ass words. And I remember reading a source when I was a kid, and he had said something to the effect of like, yo, I was locked up, I was writing, and I was just writing shit. I was just writing shit. As long as it sounded good. But Ghost had that way of like, the way he delivered these bars, bro, it just sounded so fly, bro. What was another record I really loved off that album? The fucking joint with Raekwon, man. Get it proofed out, bust a shot up in the beacon. Catch me in the corner, not speaking. It'll come to me in a minute. But Apollo Kids, yeah, man, Apollo Kids. Then he had the joint, he had the little skit dissing 50. So when 50 had the how to rob shit. He was like, yo. What was that? I think it was a skit. It was like Clyde, the fuck, man.
Clyde
oh
Smith.
my God. What was it?
Clyde Smith?
Yeah, Clyde. Yo, man, it's Clyde Smith. But man, that album, it brings back a lot of great memories, man. I think Ghost is one of my favorite MCs because he was so in tune with the sound of Wu. Those and RZA obviously was the brainchild behind that, but like he was an old soul, so there was always a lot of old soul samples. I love when he would just rap over fucking soul records, and it was the actual same record. Like I remember he did a Barry White record, him and Raekwon, and like they didn't even chop the beat up, they didn't find an instrumental, they just rapped over Barry White singing. It was so hard, bro. I love the imagery with Ghost too. He always paid incredible attention, in my opinion, to the album cover, the artwork, the theme of the project, the fashion, the bars, the concepts, the lyrics, the production, the skits. 25 years, man. Salute, man. That's incredible, man. I just sit here thinking I'm old as a motherfucker. I remember copping that shit. Sam Goody, baby. I probably spent like 20 bones on that shit too. Because back then CDs at Sam Goody were fucking expensive, bro. They're like 20 a clip, dude. I swear to God, bro.
That's insane.
Bro, I remember, like, especially the older joints, too. Like, if you didn't cop the album, like, the first week when it was on sale, that shit was like 15, 20 out the door fucking 4 or 5 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? But he dropping Supreme Clientele 2 is what he's saying, bro. Blue and Cream.
We waiting.
I'm waiting, baby. Ghost, take your time, baby. It's all good. Like, I'm a type of hip-hop fan, bro. I will wait. Perfect that shit. Get that shit rocking. I waited umpteen years for Cuban Links 2, and I was fucking beyond happy. You know what I'm saying? So,
fire too.
25, man. Salute Ghost, man. Yo, you see he got his own coffee now?
Nah.
Yo, this motherfucker got his own Keurig, bro. Yes. He's got his own coffee and a Keurig.
I'm about to go coffee.
Fire,
Keurig.
yeah.
And I don't even... I don't even drink coffee like that.
Nah, bro. I don't drink coffee at all, but I want that Keurig because my wife drink coffee. I'll make her coffee in a fucking Ghostface Killah one. That shit is hard, bro. One memory I have, bro, I'll never forget it. I used to love the Wallabies. I still love the Wallabies. I first saw them with Big and then Ghost. And then Wu-Tang for a little while had fucking Wu-Wear. And Wu-Wear was crazy because they had their own Wallabies. They weren't the actual Clarks, right? But they were actually like the Wu-Wear version of them, right? Mm-hmm. And rest in peace to my homie Danny. I went to junior high with him. Danny had these pair of Clarks that were so fire. I want to be just like him. It was so expensive at the time I couldn't cop them. But I had this other kid that we went to school with. He had a collection of these Clarks, bro, and he ended up getting rid of them, so I ended up copping them from him. And they were so warped at that time. They were so beat up. I shouldn't even rock them. I was probably a fucking fool for rocking them. But, bro, to this day, when I see Ghost with the freaked out Clarks, I want to get him, bro. He got some of the craziest Clarks ever, bro. The color schemes, like the blue and cream joints, the fucking... the
Any color you want. But it be like blue and cream.
But it be like blue and cream.
Just don't even know I'm a rock because it's summer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, that shit inspired me. Like, Ghost was one of the first dudes for me. Was like, I wanted to be fly and fresh. Like, I remember AZ was a huge influence to me, like on a fashion tip. Ghostface and Jay-Z was one of those guys too. That was like, yo, Jay was always rocking some fly shit, dog. So it's like a, I don't know, man. It can't be a Brooklyn thing. It can't just be a Staten Island thing. It can't just be a hip hop thing. But man, they just took it to a whole nother level. So shout out to Ghost, man. 25, congrats on that, man. Classic album.
Absolute classic.
Love it.